Okay, this is a what to do video for the 27th of February. This is a day I really like. It's going to ask you to do something kind of challenging, but you've got a group of people to work with, and you've got me able to come around and help you. You just need to sit down and get focused and work with your group. You're going to use this Langston Hughes Poems link. So I'm going to go there, and this is actually going to jump into what's in the middle of the Mrs. Tripp Journal. And so you should have your Mrs. Tripp Journal out, and you're going to write these things in there. If you do not have your Mrs. Tripp Journal with you for some reason today, I expect you to get out a blank piece of paper and put similar answers to the other people at your table on your paper. Now you're going to have to watch little pieces of this and then do those tasks and then come back to it. So I will try to remember to use my stop when you should stop and do something. What you're going to do is deal with two poems today. One is called Dream Deferred, one is called I Too. They're both Langston Hughes poems from the Harlem Renaissance. And so the first thing you're going to do is watch the poem. There's a video of it, and then I also have a link to the text of the poem. And so you're going to do that together. I'll give you the little splitter so you can all work together as a group, but you're going to watch that and then look at the text and answer these two questions. According to the poem, what happens to a dream deferred? Explain. So look at the poem and explain what happens to a dream deferred. LH2, according to you, what happens to a dream deferred? Explain. So you've kind of looked at the poem, what it means, according to the poem, according to you. At this point, you should answer these questions, so you're going to just stop the video until you've dealt with LH1 and LH2. When you're done dealing with those, restart the video. Okay, I'm assuming you're ready now to do LH3. For LH3, it has I2 video and then I2 text. There's actually going to be I2 video, I2 text. So you can see it read actually by the poet Langston Hughes, and then you're going to see the text of the poem. And only one question for this, LH3, according to the poem, what happens to the dream deferred? So think of the first poem you read and look at I2, and according to this poem, what seems to happen to the dream deferred? Explain. If you don't know what deferred means, I hope you looked that up in the beginning. But at this point, you want to stop and deal with LH3 and the I2 poem. So stop the video and answer those questions. Okay, if you're restarting the video, that means you're ready to go on, and you have this third link, I2. I happened to come across this accidentally when I was looking for a video of I2, and I thought, oh, this looks worth sharing also. So you're going to watch this little clip. It's from a movie, and so you'll watch that and answer these questions. To answer LH4, you have to listen very carefully. When he finishes reading the poem I2, he's going to talk about hatred. I want you to tell me, who is hated? Who is he saying is hated? And they're actually going to talk about a raccoon, and I want to know what is coming. And so for LH4, who is hated and what is coming, I want you to provide text references for that. What is it in the text of the video that tells you who's hated and what is coming? For LH5, it says to provide the name of a nice guy warrior and a bad guy warrior. These are kind of short answers. All you have to do is give a name. But if this is what is coming, I want you to tell me the name of who's kind of known as a nice guy warrior in that event. And then I want to know the name of a bad guy warrior. Who's somebody who's kind of known for being kind of a bad guy in that event? So LH4, LH5, please remember, you can ask me if you're really struggling with something. And then LH6 asks, what happened to the dream deferred? And so here we're looking at what's coming here. So we're looking at back to the poem, whatever did happen to that dream deferred, and then explain why you think that. Again, you are welcome to ask me as you have questions. I guess I could put the stop sign up, but really you're to the end of the video. I'm going to be watching for people to work today, make sure they're on task. So just please make sure you're doing what you should be doing with the time allowed.